Okay. So, in other news, I had to restart the whole computer because like nothing wanted to work. OBS was like, I don't want to show Honkai Star Rail. What is that? What's the window? What's the specific game? What's the window? Oh my god. Anyway, we'll just delete that VOD. Nobody has to know that extreme technical difficulties happen, am I right? Anyway. Oh my goodness. Wall of text. House testing in the Divergent Universe. The human comedy. Heh. Skirlum surprised me. His kingly qualities indeed mean he's more open to accepting external suggestions, unlike other geniuses. In my spare time, I've compiled a new batch of data as an iterative sample for this version of the Divergent Universe. I'll send you a copy. Think of it as a practice material for a test. I'm only a tester. Who are you? Aw, yay, I love it. The equations allow you to experience different lives. It's not about making you become someone, but for you to have a clear idea of where you want to go. Even if the genius's research doesn't concern you, you shouldn't stop pondering the subject of life. Don't worry, for users such as yourself, just reading the literature review and the conclusion sections will suffice. Not even Skirlum will read through this verbose document word by word. Well, I didn't really like Divergent Universe like too much. As expected of you. Ugh. Geniuses are like stars. At least I got it working now. Like, can't play Wukong, I guess, because, like, 3 crashes within 10 minutes is, like, too much. It's too much. Alright, let's do dailies so we can get some extra pulls here. Dispatch some assignments. Consume some Trailblaze powers. Interesting. I'm assuming that she would probably Bud of Abundance. That's new. No, it's not Bud. What is she then? I think she's of the hunt. Let us see here. She is. Well, she's wind. Trailblaze continuance. We are doing that. Aptitude showcase. Here we go. The hunt. Alright, so she is of the hunt. See, I knew. There we go. I knew I messed up there. Messed up horribly, apparently. Ooh. I did not do all that either. Alright. So she's in the hunt. So let's do it in preparation of her, right? Bud of Destruction. Into Pennyconey we go. I'm hoping that she is Pennyconey. Okay, so lightning, some fire. Let's switch out ice. Ice, baby.
Break the enemy's strategy.
Nope, Sunny. Well, you know, at least you can't really kill me here, Sunny, because, you know, Honkai Star Rail doesn't require me to dodge or anything like that. It does require me to look at health bars. But, you know, I can auto, and, like, my characters are strong enough to do it on my own. Yeah, I know. That's far less annoying for you, isn't it? You would rather me play Wukong, too, so you can mess me up. Isn't that right? Bite my fingers with the controller and stuff. You don't like to bite my fingers when I'm playing with the mouse and keyboard, only when I have the controller. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? You can't bother me as much as I'm playing Honkai Star Rail. Although apparently my computer does not want me to play play Wukong. Then again, OBS also didn't want me to show you me playing Honkai Star Rail until I restarted everything. I don't know. Nothing wants to work today. It's fantastic.
The dead return.
Restarting everything, restarting the whole PC was my last ditch effort. I was gonna be like, so due to technical difficulties, nothing wants to work. Awful. I don't even know what the problem was.
Conflict is pitiless.
It just doesn't like me today. I don't like me today either.
Blade of moonlight. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I know.
But I have a sonny who's visiting me and blowing hair all over the place, so.
In lunar flame.
You just need to be vacuumed, don't you? He loves his little pet vacuum. It's specifically meant for pet. Lily does not like it. She, in fact, desperately hates it. But he loves it. He loves it. Makes him feel so good about himself. Mostly because I think all the loose hair makes it itch a lot too. Don't it, son? Ain't a problem, isn't it? Yeah.
In lunar flame.
Oh.
Blade of moonlight. You won't get away.
The dead return. Conflict is pitiless.
Snap. We'll do this a couple times, and then we'll do the Trailblaze Continuance. Yeah.
To control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
And hopefully we can get Faye Shadow today. Maybe not. Probably do her aptitude test too.
Here is thunder.
Goodbye.
You won't get away.
We got like, what, 2 more? I think we have 2 more waves.
No mercy.
Oh wow, what a noise, Sonny. He stretched out and he did this like half coo, half meow thing. Not sure if the microphone picked it up or not. It doesn't usually pick him up. He's so quiet about stuff. He does occasionally like to scream, but he usually doesn't do it in here.
Barely felt it.
Whee!
Blade of moonlight.
Conflict is pitiless.
She's a very murdery person. Nice. Alright, last round.
You won't get away.
Nice.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no
I did do a
exception.
beach thing featuring Himiko. She's in the background in it. Has March 7th and Jade and Natasha. I just randomly picked characters. I knew I had to have March 7th in it. And Natasha I knew would probably be there to, you know, make sure you got sunscreen appropriately, you know. She's a doctor. She's got to make sure that you indeed are wearing sunscreen. She don't want to have to treat you for a severe sunburn or skin cancer. That would be awful. Ba-doom.
In lunar flame.
I like how it uses the ultimate though, and it's only got like 1 hit left. Whatever.
Try harder.
Time to get 120. There. Oh, jeez. I kind of thought it would take forever doing that. One day we'll find out when it's in Louch's coffin. Telling you what. That is ultimate goal. That's all I care about in this game is finding out What is in Lausch's? I think it's obviously a piece of the abundance. But what is it? What could it possibly be? And I keep thinking, oh, they're gonna find out. Because he's with Jing Liu. Oh, the secrets have not been revealed as of yet.
You've got a lot of nerve.
I hate those guys. They're the most annoying thing. I thought the guys that healed himself were the most annoying things, but no. No, it's these guys that take away your energy. Because you could just be, you know, hitting them up with ultimate after ultimate, but no. No, you're right there, and then they just take it away from you.
The dead return.
Whee! Hopping time. He reminds me so much of Undertaker from the Black Butler, though. Like, he's just the blonde version of the Undertaker.
Lunar flame.
He's less funny, though.
Blade of moonlight.
Far less funny. He's fairly less serious, though, than like every other character. Except for, like, Jingwen, though. Jingwen's fantastic.
This thunder.
Uh-oh.
You won't get away.
Sweet.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I can't decide who's my favorite character in this game.
Barely felt it.
Bloom. Repay. The dead return. Show no mercy. Was that it?
In lunar flame.
Big crescent moon.
Blade of moonlight.
I like hers has to do with moon, but it also has to do with ice.
Conflict is
So interesting, though.
You won't get away.
And then Jingwen's got his big thunder. I used to think Jingwen was an emanator. I guess he's not. Kind of surprises me because he's like very powerful. I guess they just, I mean, they've said basically that the generals of the Shenzhou do have like on par with an emanator, but I guess they aren't emanators.
conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Which I find interesting.
Conceals its desire to control
Yeah,
the
it's got like 10 health left, but she's gonna burn it up with the laser anyway, you know? Why not? Just, you know, burn it up with...
Blade of moonlight.
I mean, who needs anything else when you got giant lasers, right? Uh-oh. You woke everybody up. Watery warm-up. That's it. I'd never noticed the
Lunar flame.
attack names of these things. That's pretty funny. Bing! I can see why it's a lottery warm-up, though, for when it dies and you get, you know, can win the lottery. Sweet! Look at all those ultimates
The dead return.
that be delivered.
Show no mercy.
You won't get away. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and
I mean, I kind of wish that I could, like, be like, hey, satellite, laser beam the fuck out of this place. You know what I mean? I think I would have used that power quite a bit. Like, I would.
You won't get away.
I totally would. I mean, I have the power of fire after all. I'm a red dragon, and, I use that pretty liberally when I can get away with it. Like at summer camp when there's nobody around and I can't light a fire, just a little bit of... All you need, just a little poof, poof in air.
Here, this thunder.
A little bit of fire breath. That's all you need. Just, you know, just a little kickstart, you know. I can quit at any point and make a fire all by myself. Actually, but certainly a lot easier when you use fire breath
Nothing made the
to load up. Although I had to laugh, there was one time over the summer we were staying late, and the scouts had their meeting at the place where we have camp, and they couldn't get a fire to light because all the wood was wet. There was a kid staying there, just camping with his parents. And he just fucking brings out like a mini flame, you know, the burners and stuff, like the little I suddenly forget what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. It's like a little flamethrower used to like burn souffle and stuff, and or creme brulee. Oh my god, creme brulee. You know, and he's like, yeah, you think a flame blower will work and a flamethrower will work? We're like, yeah, certainly. Ooh, the Luminary War Dance. It is time for the Luminary War Dance. Okay. Hey, we can teleport right there.
A few games of chess.
Usually, like, within 15 minutes, I would take, like, my 10-minute break. But since we had so much, like, problems earlier, I'll probably just, like, hold off a little bit longer on it.
Who cares what you think?
Because, you know, that's not, like, super annoying at all. That things did not work out like I wanted to.
I heard that little Yin Shing will
Oh,
be the
I'm
ringmaster.
resting my,
Come on in.
wrist too much on keys. Because I'm trying to avoid Sunny's little legs. They're not little at all. Spoiler. They're very large legs.
Seriously? When is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Is this how long-life species live? Everything proceeds so slowly.
Oh my
The
goodness.
effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an all-time high.
Every time I hear the word anticipation, it reminds me of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Feel you shuddering.
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will send boarding notices to all ticket holders.
I love that show. I love
That
Tim
said,
Curry
the
so
Sky
much.
Splitter will fire
He's
a salute
amazing.
before the ceremony starts.
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid.
There's the exchange
Who are
back
you
there.
betting on, Bardo?
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits
Uh-oh.
betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target
That
of
man,
getting
that
finished.
Intellitron, he's smart right there. He's so smart.
War dance.
He's like, not ready. He's like, I don't want to go. He's like, you know, there's time to quit as General Jing Yuan's apprentice.
Riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried about you.
Yeah, how did we make it out of there? I don't remember how we got out.
There was a revolt in the shackling prison. Fortunately,
Oh,
we were
hey, I like
protected
this
by
is
the guards until the
conveniently
crowd
put there
might
so
survive
I
to rescue
remember
us.
what happens.
I was planning to take Miss March and Yun Li to Stargazer Navalia to see the Sky Splitter up close, but we stumbled upon a group of suspicious
Hey, that was
foxes
the
carrying
fox
official identities. They were acting strange, so out of curiosity, we decided to follow them. It turns out they were actually Borisin disguised as foxes.
Look at.
It seems they infiltrated Stargazer Navalia in order to prepare for Hule's escape. And we foiled their plans by pure chance.
Oh, I saw like some clips of this trailblazing journey earlier, and I am so
How many
excited.
more Borisin have taken advantage of the war dance to infiltrate the ship? Yeah, I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I
Aw.
already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the ringmaster.
Oh, probably because the
Security
Borisin.
of the Luofu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my
Well, he's
duties as a
so
proud knight
responsible
lieutenant
for a
before taking
teenager.
on the honor of being a ringmaster.
I should just like show my dragonette, who is also a teenager. This young man taught him out his responsibility before doing anything fun, right?
Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate
be like,
in
look,
this kind of tournament.
I have enough
Doesn't have to be me.
responsibility.
The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Hule will wreak havoc.
He's already
Obviously,
thinking about it.
there's someone
Who's they?
orchestrating
Who's
this
they?
prison break, intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan, what honor will be left for us to uphold?
Yeah,
Well,
Yangching, you say. Oh, well. Somebody agreed with me.
You may be tiny in stature,
Yes.
but your ambition matches that of
Yes.
these warriors.
Hey,
Hey, this has nothing to do with my
oh, making fun of him for being short-stacked. Well, I mean, she's the lacking general.
Yes. I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
Nice. That's my
Still
style
have
of
good
hunting,
appetite,
right?
even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Fei Shao.
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Man,
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and
she's like, look, you gotta eat. You're a young growing boy.
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself.
He's like, well, you're higher ranked than
Ever
me.
since you encountered those Borisin spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything.
Oh, damn,
You
she's
can't
got a
defeat
point.
Hule on an empty stomach.
You can tell she's got a point. He's
Take
like,
your time.
she's...
Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hule's whereabouts are still unknown. And they've even
She's
taken
gonna
his
reach up and
hostage.
slap him across the face.
The
Be like,
longer
shut up,
we
boy.
wait, the more complicated
Eat your
the
dinner.
situation becomes.
Zhao Qiao always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me.
She underestimates
I fought
the
against
anxiety
worse
of a teenage
abominations
boy
for
who is
years,
trying to live up
but
to
I
his
know
general's
ferocity and cunning.
expectations.
The Borisin
Not
were
even really
clearly well
expectations.
prepared for this prison
He'd
break,
probably tell him to do the
and
same
now they are
thing.
staying in the shadows. They have no reason to rush out into the open.
I
When
mean,
facing
it's true.
cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize
She
the
knows
golden
all about
chance for a
hunting. She's
decisive
got that
blow.
moon rage.
Once Hule loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when we'll strike.
But when will that time come?
Like I said, it's only one.
It's almost like she knows something. You know? It's almost like she knows. She, like, senses it.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
I like how they just, like, instead of, like, visiting the seat of divine foresight, they just, like, talk to each other
Between
this
the
way.
Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight.
He's
and
the
oversee
senior
the
officer.
Six Commission's affairs.
He is the oldest general.
What is the situation at the shackling prison?
Not
Hule
good.
made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside.
Oh, well, that's nice. They
Good
finally got
news
it back
is the
open.
two nameless who were trapped in the shackling prison are safe and sound.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that she and Don Hung are safe.
Yeah, we safe.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The Borisin have likely
Sonny's
taken him
decided to
hostage.
leave. Everybody's walking down the hallway, and he's like, you know what? I'm curious to know what
Don't
they're
worry,
doing.
Yuko. Fei Shao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
Heck yeah.
I have no doubt about General Fei Shao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. I'm more concerned about the wardens. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours.
Oh, I thought they're gonna do something with the ship.
Visitors will board
That
the
makes
ship to
that
launch
makes
the
sense.
contest. But now, with Hule's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case anything goes wrong...
Bei Xiao can take care of him, though.
So, Yun Li, what do you think we should do?
Well...
Hmm.
I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And...
Yun Li's like, all out war.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. I believe there are at least 2 parties who won't accept your approach. The first are the many travelers who have
Exactly. They'll be kind of pissed that they spent all their credits to get here, and there ain't no war dance.
Declaring that the Lawfu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react?
I love how she doesn't have shoes, but her toes are
They'd be
painted.
terrified, and chaos might ensue. The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Lawfu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion.
That's probably what they're waiting on, because then people will just leave.
Hule's escape and your discovery of Borisin's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the Lawfu. If we declare martial law and postpone the war dance, we'll fall into their trap and instill fear in people even before Hule actually does anything.
So what do we do?
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Lawfu.
I mean, we got 6 hours to find them.
Nothing has happened.
We got 6 hours. Let's go.
As if nothing has happened. Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone, how are we supposed to act like nothing has happened?
That's why I called the 2 of you here.
Oh, are we gonna be the ringmaster?
Master Yun Li, is General Huayan asking you to be the ringmaster instead of Yan Qing?
No, that's not the case.
General Huayan, are you asking me to take Yan Qing's place as the ringmaster?
You caught on quickly, Miss.
It is March 7th, the ringmaster now.
But Miss March is a...
Yeah, it crashed another time, and I was like, you know.
How can an outsider represent?
And then I had to restart the entire computer because then Honkai Star Rail didn't want to. The update like failed after going through all the downloading and all the unzipping and all the installing. And then I got that finally to work. And then OBS did not want to recognize Honkai Star Rail.exe as a window. It was just blank. It just froze. So I had to restart everything.
Of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos.
And this computer is trying very hard today to not let me play or stream. So we're making it work. We're making it work.
As an outsider. We can't afford to have any problems during the war dance.
It took me about like 15 minutes, 20 minutes almost, to get everything situated again. It was awful.
Please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
I'm not even sure what to do about Wukong because I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it was hot, and it was a good idea for us to replace that fan because it, you know, it's a fucking shitty stock fan, but
I am sorry for our improper management. And
I don't know what it is. Several people have had problems with it crashing, But it seems to be like a particular boss in chapter 3 and 5. So, I don't know. I don't know what its problem is. Like, some people have said they put it on low and it didn't even make a difference, so I am not really sure. Some people uninstalled and reinstalled the game, and that helped. I don't know. I'm about to try that, though.
We are two sides of the same
When you try it, it works. When I do it, it, like, decides to quit.
I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current.
I mean, I've looked at discussions. Well, I wasn't playing it for very long either, though. Like, that started, like, within... I mean, it was 10 minutes within the game that it crashed 3 times, so... I wasn't playing it for long either.
Prison in disguise and released
This
the
time,
prisoners,
anyway.
spreading chaos. Among the
I think it's
judges
just
on
the
duty
specific
in
boss. You might have to, like, load up my save.
from the detention
Like,
division
my specific save. And
is
just
temporarily
try it.
Unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties.
Because
and
it could be
commanding the
something very
envoys and
specific with the
spirit
settings and
to
that
quickly
boss.
restore order in the
Like, it
affected
might be a
areas.
particle issue thing, because there's a lot of sand and stuff.
And the two
No, you could
behind
just
me
purposely
will go
die
deeper
to the
into
boss
prison
on
to
purpose,
investigate.
yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, you could just die to the boss. I mean,
General,
like,
the situation inside is still chaotic.
I feel like
and
you would
perilous.
probably also have to, like,
Your
this is,
presence would
a
be-
lot of people complain about this boss. Because you know me, one trying to always kill him 100%, yeah. A lot of people apparently had problems with this boss. No
It's
hit.
common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hule has escaped, and the Yao Qing envoy is being held hostage by the Borisin. His fate is unknown. This is a
Very
grave
grave matter. Look how serious he is.
Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hule herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the law.
Try really hard not to destroy him. I think it must have something to do with the sandstorms. You know, all those particles flying around. I don't know.
How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hule was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yao Qing messengers were ready to escort him? Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can
Like, a lot
gather
of
the
the
clues that
first
lead us
page
to
of the
the
discussions
mastermind
is
behind all
crashing
of
in
this.
either chapter 3 or chapter 5, so.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Luofu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision.
Also look into that boss a little bit more. I can't remember if I got an orb or something that makes him easier. So I might have just been making him unnecessarily harder for myself, too. I don't know.
Me on this challenging journey.
Yay! Dong Hung!
My
It's video
responsibility as the
time.
Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to start?
I like how he's like, okay, Don Hung, you can come.
Let's start with those Borisin disguised as Foxians.
My people have already prepared the evidence.
Nice. She on a roll. Nah,
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
did you see how pretty that was?
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
So pretty.
According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After
I like
following
this
them,
new
he
character
discovered that they were
POV
actually
thing. I
Borisin in
can take a
disguise.
look at all the characters
This
before
is
they're
what follows.
available.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Foxian.
Well, he did.
My
They had a
office
weird way of doing it,
included
too.
Some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borisin were able to disguise themselves as Foxians. Simply put, Foxians and Borisin share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine
I
allows
love her
Borisin to
scale
temporarily
details,
change their shape
but I
into
kind of
that
wish
of
they'd given her
Foxians.
horns and a tail, though.
So,
She doesn't
in
look
other words,
too much
if they stopped
like
taking the
outwardly
medicine,
as a Vidyadhara.
their
Maybe
true
because she's a
form
younger
soon be
Vidyadhara.
revealed.
I don't know.
Indeed. This means that these Borisin have a steady supply
Need
of
more
medicine
monster girls.
within the law.
Right. Need more of the ladies with horns and tails.
Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved.
Horns and tail are a missed opportunity, yes.
When I was sorting through the prescriptions they used, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borson...
You know, that's what's her name was using. I can't remember.
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borison have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet,
Hule did not like that at all.
they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians. Their determination is quite remarkable.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Please follow me.
She's like, please follow me. And she's so slow in talking, and then she's like,
is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously. I've captured the nature of the medicine in my sensor.
nice.
By following the medicinal fumes, we should be able to retrace the steps of the disguised Borison.
Dang.
Incredible strength.
No.
The attacker shattered this warden's bones with a single blow.
That's so
Such
sad.
brute strength is not something an ordinary Borison possesses. This is likely the work of Hule.
If I may be so bold to ask, is this Borison truly that formidable?
I'm just gonna go with the reason why she doesn't have horns and tails, because she's just. Well, I mean,
in a few more battles than you, Miss Ling Shaw.
maybe she's just not powerful enough because Bailu has horns and a tail. But she's also like
And Hule,
the elder.
is a
Like
monster
she's
feared
the
among his own
I
kind.
can't remember what they call it. She's like the dragon lady
His
leader though.
strength,
She's literally
Hule
dragon
united
lady.
numerous Borison packs, forming a grand army of abominations of abundance. They constantly push the Alliance's armies into perilous positions. Over 7 centuries ago, I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations. And I personally witnessed the devastation on the battlefield after Hule appeared. Even with medicinal pellets that suppress the fear caused by his lupitoxin, countless
I love that it's
clowns
called
succumbed to
lupitoxin.
panic in the face of his murderous aura. They couldn't even raise a hand in resistance. If the former sword champion hadn't immobilized Hule with her frost blade, the outcome of that fateful battle.
That's so jingly. Oh, faithful.
By the end of the battle, only a few of us remained. The crimson moon cast the sheen of blood on all. Everything I saw was painted dark red.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of
Because they
being
couldn't
imprisoned?
probably execute him.
On the Xianzhou Jumi, the judges cast those unforgivable and nearly immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars, reducing them to ashes. Their so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean,
She looks so
you
righteously
defy
angry.
death, can it? I just don't understand why the Lafu kept this tumor for so long, leading to the terrible situation we're facing now. But I guess I understand. The people of the Lafu are known for their kindness. Even when faced with a malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, they couldn't bring themselves to cut it out. Instead, they exiled the healer, who tried to solve the problem.
I think they're talking
with
about
the
her
Xianzhou Jumi.
family.
I understand if you hold grudges against me, Miss Ling Shaw. I take the blame for the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. As for why Hule was only imprisoned, I can shed some light on that too.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me.
Story time.
All right. Let me tell you more about it as we go.
Yeah, we gotta follow this trail, I guess. Okay, well, we're gonna have to fight it, I guess.
I underestimated you.
Aw.
Stubborn one.
Bunnies.
Immerse yourself in it. Time to cleanse the filth.
She's so pretty. Now we get that bloodlust going on.
Be a pure body and
Interesting. She's also fire.
Can't kill me.
Uh-oh.
All will be revealed. In lunar
They're in the moon rage state.
blade of moonlight.
Look at the cute bunnies, though. It reminds me of the autumn. Oh, she also heals. That's nice. It reminds me of the autumn moon festival. You know, the bunnies are always a thing there.
Allow me to purge the root. The truth burns clear as a flame.
Look at her. That's so pretty. Oh my goodness.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
I like it. I like her. Stand the moon rage.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Now imagine if she had horns and a tail, right? I wish she had horns and a tail. Very sad.
Desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Apparently, I'm also gonna have to maybe change something out. Because, only one guy had weakness to fire.
Be a pure body and mind.
We might put Blade in here.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Goodness, that was one down.
May the truth burns clear. As
We
a
were gonna
flame.
see it again. Look how pretty.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
More vulnerability. Uh-oh.
Ready for death.
Also, these guys have a mending attack.
Time to cleanse the filth.
It's a pain in my tush, let me tell you.
Allow me to purge the root of the bee of pure body and mind.
You can't kill
Well,
me.
that was a fast moon rage. I wonder how you build up more of her stuff.
May the foul stench. Time to cleanse the filth.
Time to cleanse the field.
Stand down.
I love her. She's amazing. I can't wait for her to come out.
Blade of moonlight.
Like, I want her to, like, so bad.
All will be revealed. In lunar
We're gonna have to be
flame.
patient. And I'm gonna have to get facial first, though. Okay, so we need to switch up this party a little bit here. Let's do our Genti.
Did this Cloud Knight also take the medicine?
No. This is a Borisin in disguise. A guard killed him before he could return to his original form.
Oh,
All
snap.
these Borisin are dressed in official attire. Besides the Cloud Knight, there were also 2 Borisin disguised as members of the Skyfaring Commission and the Artisanship Commission. Whoever is providing them with official identities must hold the position of power.
Somebody wants to sabotage the food. I forgot. Dang it. I messed up. She's so stinking pretty. Nope, we gotta investigate. A prisoner is on the ground, the joy of regaining freedom and sudden shock. These 2 expressions are frozen on his pale face at the moment of death.
Someone bit open his arteries and drained almost all of
That
his
sounds like
blood
Kool-Aid,
while he
alright.
was still alive.
Yeah.
Despite being
Oops.
a long-lived species, Borson are actually more like predatory beasts that must feed on raw blood and flesh. I've heard that Hule was deprived of
Oh,
food and water
that would
in
have
Shackleton
definitely
prison.
made a monster. Yeah, he was already a
It's hard
monster.
to imagine how he managed to suppress his hunger for over 7 centuries. Will the hostage from the Yaoqing be able to avoid
He
being
seems like he's
revealed?
got pretty control over his hunger.
Such is the terrible nature of the abominations of abundance. We subjected him to the forest of swords to drain his life force. But in the end,
Look at his
his
angry
punishment
face.
turned into
I don't think I've
a
ever
test
seen
of
him so
our
angry.
patience. Just like you said, Miss Lingshaw. Casting a creature that can't be killed into a star would be a way to permanently get rid of it. But unfortunately,
The
Didn't
Foxians
work.
didn't agree to that.
exactly. The atrocities committed by Hule went beyond mere massacres. Throughout numerous wars, we made every effort to eradicate the Borison. But Hule, with his mysterious sorcery, turned countless Foxians into his pawns. And so the Borison kept returning. The Foxians curse his name day and night, and they even use it to scare children into staying
like
quiet.
Krampus.
How could they grant a
If
swift
you don't behave,
such a
Krampus will
great
come and
sin?
kidnap you, give you a spanking.
I wonder if you know why Hule wasn't taken into custody by the Foxian majority Xianzhou Yaoqing, but instead imprisoned in the Xianzhou Luofu, Miss Lingshaw.
As
I think they
you
explained
mentioned,
that before,
Your
but-
mentor was an exceptional warrior and was the one who defeated Hule, an extraordinary achievement. Therefore, the marshal placed this feral beast under the jurisdiction of the Xianzhou Luofu as an honor, I assume?
It seems you
Uh-oh.
have a major misunderstanding about this arrangement, Miss Lingshaw.
Oops. Dang it! I keep pressing, keep accidentally like clicking, twitching and clicking my mouse button before letting them finish. Whee! Oh, we're going all the way down to the bottom. Okay, well, almost. The wolf-shaped mech disintegrates into a pile of
Yan
metal.
Qing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by Borison. Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
A biomimetic weapon that will auto-restart even after being turned off. The Intelligentsia Guild's research on the traits of longevity.
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that the parts of this machine are made from specially refined Borison biotissue. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called relationship with the Alliance.
Perhaps to those scholars, Borison are no different from lab animals. Maybe the Borison attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia Guild for experimenting on them?
Yeah, but then they kind of used it. I don't know.
If it were only about revenge, they could just
Yeah,
wreck the ship and
exactly.
destroy all
They
the
said
cargo
they wanted to take
instead
control of
allowing
it.
to end
Or
up in
somebody
Shackling
helped them.
prison. It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the Shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison.
Exactly.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them. I'm afraid
They
the
got
IPC
smarter
and
in the
Intelligentsia
generations after Hule.
unknowingly became their accomplices.
Something seems to be hiding in the pile of metal on the ground, ready to move.
Watch out! This thing is still alive!
Uh-oh.
Generate even after suffering such severe attacks?
Well, dang it.
Their imitation of long-life species has crossed the line.
I got the wrong one, I guess.
Sleep is
I don't got no lightning.
The stench of evil. Time to cleanse the filth. The
I
truth
swear, I
runs
just
clear
need to have
everything in
Jingwen
this
in here
world.
and just keep it.
Is
I might switch out Jingwen for Jingliu.
You chose the wrong.
Uh-oh.
If it can still move, it means it wasn't damaged enough.
It wasn't, yeah, I mean, obviously.
Sure, it never moves again.
Blade of moonlight.
Well, I mean, that's what we're trying to do, General. But, you know, it never tells me the team makeup of things.
Beauty is eternal.
Time to cleanse the filth. Get it together. The truth
Whee!
runs everything in this world.
I love her ultimate. It's hard to say who's the prettiest now. You know what I mean?
All will be revealed
Because you got Argenti's.
in lunar flame.
Then there's hers. There's Ron May's. Yeah, it's so pretty. I don't even know.
May the foul stench be of your body and mind.
The end of Moon Rage.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Time to cleanse the filth.
You chose the wrong.
I love her, like, speaking to, like, time to cleanse the filth. I guess she is a, she is a doctor of sorts, so, I mean, like, she probably really hates filth.
The truth burns everything in this world. Is bleeding.
Yay! And then she's got, like, cute little bunnies. Like, what the hell,
May the
man?
foul stench be of your body and mind.
Tedious.
Like, it's so pretty.
Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed. Lunar flame.
I mean, I wish I could do air flippies like that. You know what I mean? I mean, I can when I'm flying, but as a human, I really suck at flippies. Air flippies. I guess it's because I'm a dragon and I can naturally fly.
Eternal sleep is the dead return.
But it's lame that I can't do air flippies.
Embrace.
Damage sustained.
Be of your body and mind. The truth burns clear as a
I
flame.
love her
Everything in this
lantern.
world is bleeding.
Like, I want it. I need it.
Foul stench. Time to cleanse the filth.
My oath is to a solitary, wretched and fleeting.
Here comes the bunnies again. So pretty, so sparkly, so magical.
Detecting pride.
Try harder.
I love Jingliu's taunts. Like, try harder.
Stand down.
Like, that's not hard enough. Hit me harder.
In lunar flame.
Sounds like a masochist.
Blade of moonlight.
Like, honestly. Probably is, though, honestly.
Is eternal.
Ready for death.
Till I will protect all beauty.
I mean, so is Blade, though. He just wants to, like, straight up die and he gets pissed for healing. The machine goes silent again, like a wounded beast drained of blood. It can no longer move.
You haven't answered my question about why Hule was imprisoned in the Lafu instead of the Yaoqing, General. You've been reserved in your response. Could it be
Well, I mean,
that
he's
the
got
arrangement
secrets.
wasn't
Everybody
honor?
has secrets.
The reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hule on the Yaoqing lies in the very mech in front of us.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hule's secrets and use them for their own purposes?
Well, they get the moon range.
This mech? Well, I understand. I've heard that the Foxians on the Yaoqing share a bloodline with the Borson. And just like the Borson, some of the Foxians there experience an uncontrollable insanity called moon rage. The Marshal believed that this would be inhumane and no different from what the Borson did, so...
Exactly. While Borisin see moon rage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse within their bloodline. Countless healers of the Yaoqing have attempted to unravel this mystery, but to no avail. Why can Borison control the power of Moonrage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? These questions were asked
they're
freely.
fair questions.
Each questioner had good intentions. But the road to catastrophe is paved with good intentions.
I guess they couldn't use the word hell.
The Yaoqing, Hule was
They're not hell in this
the
game.
warhead of the Borison, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research. Hule thus became a poison that corrupted people's minds without their knowing.
That's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hule and the Lafu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Dun dun dun.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Lafu.
Everybody looks at
Served
Don
as a
Hong.
warning to future generations.
Everybody likes side-eye Don Hong.
This edition of Imbibitor Lune.
He's like, hey, I'm right here, guys. That's exactly what it is.
By imprisoning Hule and the Xianzhou Lafu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Lafu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Videodora, and Xianzhou natives, form an alliance, will there be a promise.
You know, I wonder if the other one is like Xianzhou native, more like Xianzhou native, or if it's more Videodora.
Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Don Hung, who had just finished his hatching rebirth, so that he would regain the memories of his past life?
What did you just say?
Don goes like, what the fuck?
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Videodora to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife.
But that was the whole point of his rebirth, though.
Back on the right path. But just as I mentioned earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the six charioteers decided that
they
the
never
Alchemy
had a
Commission
cauldron
would
master
no
then.
longer have a cauldron master. Until your arrival now.
If that's the case, I should thank you for...
Aw,
protecting my mentor.
misunderstandings are all, like, cleared up. How nice.
General.
Quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanking me.
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long-drawn lives? For example, you were implicated along with your mentor, and forced to leave your homeland without knowing the truth. And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task. Shouldn't I be
How
thanking
sweet.
you instead?
Your eloquence is indeed impressive. Divine foresight. You won't even leave me any
That's my
excuses
husband
to hold a
edging
grudge
one for you,
against
though.
But let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially, not to choose sides.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Lingshaw. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the side of the Alliance, don't we? Let's keep going.
Alright, I'm gonna take my 10-minute break. Look how cute she is. Oh my god. She's even got a bunny phone. I'm gonna take a 10-minute break. And I'm gonna use the Dragon Potty. And then we will resume Honkai Star Rail.
Are you, or a dragon you know, suffering from an understocked gold hoard? On April 5th, 1933, President Roosevelt ordered all gold over a small value be turned in and exchanged for smelly, dirty, paper human money. On June 5th, 1933, the United States officially went off the gold standard. Do you know what happens when a dragon's breath touches paper money? Dragons have had to resort to desperate measures, assuming human-like forms, depositing this paper money into human banks, and working jobs. Gone are the days you could burn down a castle and take its treasure. Many dragons are working on rebuilding their stocks of gold, but the exchange rate from feeble green paper to beautiful golden metal is very challenging. Please consider supporting dragon streamers with a donation, Twitch subscription, or art commission. Your donations will go toward gold bars and coins, which will eventually allow your dragon to sleep on a bed of gold again. It's the only way for a dragon to get a proper rest. Please call the 1-800 number below on your screen to make a donation today. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and compassion. Are you, or a dragon you know, suffering from an understocked gold hoard? On April 5th, 1933, President Roosevelt ordered all gold over a small value be turned in and exchanged for smelly, dirty, paper human money. On June 5th, 1933, the United States officially went off the gold standard. Do you know what happens when a dragon's breath touches paper money? Dragons have had to resort to desperate measures, assuming human-like forms, depositing this paper money into human banks, and working jobs. Gone are the days you could burn down a castle and take its treasure. Many dragons are working on rebuilding their stocks of gold, but the exchange rate from feeble green paper to beautiful golden metal is very challenging. Please consider supporting dragon streamers with a donation, Twitch subscription, or art commission. Your donations will go toward gold bars and coins, which will eventually allow your dragon to sleep on a bed of gold again. It's the only way for a dragon to get a proper rest. Please call the 1-800 number below on your screen to make a donation today. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and compassion. Are you, or a dragon you know, suffering from an understocked gold hoard? On April 5th, 1933, President Roosevelt ordered all gold over a small value be turned in and exchanged for smelly, dirty, paper human money. On June 5th, 1933, the United States officially went off the gold standard. Do you know what happens when a dragon's breath touches paper money? Dragons have had to resort to desperate measures, assuming human-like forms, depositing this paper money into human banks, and working jobs. Gone are the days you could burn down a castle and take its treasure. Many dragons are working on rebuilding their stocks of gold, but the exchange rate from feeble green paper to beautiful golden metal is very challenging. Please consider supporting dragon streamers with a donation, Twitch subscription, or art commission. Your donations will go toward gold bars and coins, which will eventually allow your dragon to sleep on a bed of gold again. It's the only way for a dragon to get a proper rest. Please call the 1-800 number below on your screen to make a donation today. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and compassion. Are you, or a dragon you know, suffering from an understocked gold hoard? On April 5th, 1933, President Roosevelt ordered all gold over a small value be turned in and exchanged for smelly, dirty, paper human money. On June 5th, 1933, the United States officially went off the gold standard. Do you know what happens when a dragon's breath touches paper money? Dragons have had to resort to desperate measures, assuming human-like forms, depositing this paper money into human banks, and working jobs. Gone are the days you could burn down a castle and take its treasure. Many dragons are working on rebuilding their stocks of gold, but the exchange rate from feeble green paper to beautiful golden metal is very challenging. Please consider supporting dragon streamers with a donation, Twitch subscription, or art commission. Your donations will go toward gold bars and coins, which will eventually allow your dragon to sleep on a bed of gold again. It's the only way for a dragon to get a proper rest. Please call the 1-800 number below on your screen to make a donation today. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and compassion. Are you, or a dragon you know, suffering from an understocked gold hoard? On April 5th, 1933, President Roosevelt ordered all gold over a small value be turned in and exchanged for smelly, dirty, paper human money. On June 5th, 1933, the United States officially went off the gold standard. Do you know what happens when a dragon's breath touches paper money? Dragons have had to resort to desperate measures, assuming human-like forms, depositing this paper money into human banks, and working jobs. Gone are the days you could burn down a castle and take its treasure. Many dragons are working on rebuilding their stocks of gold, but the exchange rate from feeble green paper to beautiful golden metal is very challenging. Please consider supporting dragon streamers with a donation, Twitch subscription, or art commission. Your donations will go toward gold bars and coins, which will eventually allow your dragon to sleep on a bed of gold again. It's the only way for a dragon to get a proper rest. Please call the 1-800 number below on your screen to make a donation today. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and compassion. Are you, or a dragon you know, suffering from an understocked gold hoard? On April 5th, 1933, President Roosevelt ordered all gold over a small value be turned in and exchanged for smelly, dirty, paper human money. On June 5th, 1933, the United States officially went off the gold standard. Do you know what happens when a dragon's breath touches paper money? Dragons have had to resort to desperate measures, assuming human-like forms, depositing this paper money into human banks, and working jobs. Gone could burn down a castle.
All right, I'm back. I get comfortable here. Whee! All right. So we're gonna continue onward. I also need to get drink water. I'll just leave my water in here. Okay, we're comfortable again, I think. Most. The uncomfortableness and the textures bother me today.
Ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
I love her so much. I need a team of Videodora. I got Bailu, there's some Bailu Lune. I gotta get Lingsha. I need one more. We need one more Videodora to come out. So I can have my team. My team of dragon people. Alright, we made it to where he was being held. A mess of bodies, a fierce battle must have been fought here. The Mara-struck remains.
These
Interesting.
Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
They was helping.
How can you tell?
These soldiers are fully armed. Obviously, they didn't hastily join the battle.
A messenger named Morza did say that there were two groups of attackers. And the other attackers, aside from the Borson, could hide their tracks. I believe he was referring to these people.
Hide their tracks?
I wonder why.
Exactly.
Wonder why they're interested in it.
I've engaged with these attackers before.
Oh yeah, the
and they
cloud
used
him.
cloud hymn magic to hide their presence. Without careful observation,
I thought cloud him was a Videodora thing.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Videodora Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission.
What's on your mind, Miss Linshaw?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. And considering the Videodora's involvement in the prison's construction, it raises suspicion about its role in this. Additionally,
Suppose it does.
the fact that the Borson need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission assisting them covertly. Moreover, forging official identities for the undercover Borson would require someone with significant authority.
It's just putting it all together.
And the presence of
Pieces of a
capable
puzzle.
Using cloud hymn magic deepens my suspicion about the preceptors. But why would the Videodora collude with the Borson and aid in Hule's escape?
I could probably think of a lot of reasons.
Spread chaos. They believe that only in chaos can they regain their former power and influence. Since this edition of Imbibe de Lune, the once proud dragon race has been powerless.
I guess Videodora are more
Being a native of the
because
I believe you understand the implications.
Because they have like the
However, I don't think the preceptors are the true masterminds.
Gosh,
If
I
I'm
can't
not
remember the
mistaken,
place
the one
anymore
behind
of all the
this
water and
treachery
stuff.
is the Lord Ravager who exploited the weaknesses within the Law Fu and instigated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, ultimately leading to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Ventilia.
Please
I love
remember,
her name,
General,
Ventilia.
Everything I've mentioned is mere speculation. We need concrete evidence for a public trial. If you want to interrogate someone within the video,
He's got his ways, man.
Irrefutable proof.
You know General Jing Wen. He
So,
got that plan on.
What's your plan, Miss Linshaw?
He just wants to see if everybody else can do it.
Send an invitation to the preceptors.
An invitation?
The preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on
Ah!
Now,
No.
I'll send them the remains of these Mara-struck soldiers and the route map I found in the prisoner's possession. Then, I'll ask them to meet me at Scale Gorge Waterscape. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Good idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter.
Getting to the part of the story that I saw earlier on a video. I loved it. It was amazing.
And don't worry if things don't go smoothly. Once the wolf hunt operation is over, the hidden truths will come to light.
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation, I'm truly worried about the Yaoqing messenger who was taken hostage. Hulei was starving in the shackling prison for centuries.
It's
I don't know if the messenger can survive in that wolf's clutches. May Rainbow's blessing keep him safe.
Oh, speaking of Jiachu.
As I said, I'm a healer. But my art of healing requires the culinary arts to be truly effective. The magic of my cauldron is its ability to make all kinds of medicines into dishes.
I want to order one of those like self-heating hot pots
when
from
simmered
Amazon
and cooked together,
or TikTok shop.
Any kind of medicinal
they look so
herb
good.
or ingredient becomes a delightful delicacy.
We ain't got nothing like a hot pot shop around here. Lame.
Well, you have a point. Let me ask you this. If there's a fussy child who refuses to eat green peppers, what's the best way to make him eat them?
Stuff the kid's mouth with the green peppers and cook him alive in a pot.
You have quite the sense of humor. I've heard that you, Borisin, have lost many of your taste buds during the self-modification process, so you can't experience complex flavors. Only the saltiness of blood and flesh truly awakens your appetite.
It's a shame I don't have any green peppers right now. Otherwise, I'd happily stuff them in your
Mock Talk says I'm hungry.
you alive in a pot.
I'm just kidding. The answer is quite simple. Chop up the peppers and mix them with minced meat to make meatballs. This way, the flavor of the meat overpowers
I mean, he got a point.
Peppers.
Can I just boil your tongue in this hot pot? I know you're trying to buy time until someone comes to your rescue.
Mock
You said
Talk.
that Jin Liu recently returned to the Luofu, right? Well, she did come back.
Uh-oh.
But, unfortunately, I also found out that she committed serious crimes and was escorted to another Xianzhou ship. Do you really think you can delay our departure by provoking Lord Hulei's desire for revenge with your clever little...
Meanwhile, Jing Liu just like steps out of the shadows. Yeah, boom. Boom, motherfucker.
Nothing about the Xianzhou, but in fact, we know all about your tracking tricks. Like the jade abacus you're carrying, and the side cranes in the sky. The more hope you hold in your heart, the greater your pain will be when death comes. I wonder if you can maintain your composure.
Mock Talk ain't taking no orders from Hulei. He ain't even listening. He's gonna wait for his response.
Composure is only a temporary effect.
Oh, there's Hulei.
And it will wear off soon, right?
Lord Hulei.
Oh, look at him now.
Foxians.
He's a buff foxy with tattoos.
We were the ones who allowed you to live and who granted you civilization.
Okay.
In the end,
they weren't enslaved, my guy. You enslaved them.
By the Xianzhou people. But it's all right. As long as you catch the scent of your masters,
damn,
you obediently return to us. No matter how far you run away.
Hulei. Have you ever wondered why
yeah,
it took
that's
them
so Discord.
7 centuries to come to your rescue? The Borisin's era has long passed. Did they ever tell you these harsh facts before giving you hope for returning home?
There is no home for the
Lord, now they're
Borson.
being crushed by the Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. By a Foxian. They're hiding in remote corners of the cosmos, trembling with fear like a wounded beast on its last legs, reaching out desperately for any fake hope of salvation, which in this case is you.
The Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. A Foxian?
Oh, Mock
Very
Talk.
interesting. Tell me, Mock Talk. Is he
You got some explaining to do.
He isn't lying. That lowly beast was a war slave who ran away from our pack. Cannon fodder, a thief. She stole our power and used her knowledge about us to fight us, using every dirty trick in the book.
Her strength is
And
dirty
she
tricks, yeah.
bested you, Mock Talk. Fairness is but a pathetic excuse for the dead and defeated.
Yeah.
Since our great pack has fallen apart, who told you that I was alive? And who sent you here?
Ooh.
In our darkest hours, it was a prophet of the Master of Immortality, named Mongus, who showed us the way. Her guidance
AKA
was hope.
Fantilia.
This prophet, Mongus, what does she want?
The prophet made this proclamation. The Borison have been divided for too long, and only your return can unite all the packs, restoring us to our former glory. That's when we learned that you were still alive.
Good old
It must have
Fantilia.
been a manifestation of the Master of Immortality. And the prophet told us that the Foxian general of the Yaoqing would take you to her ship during the LaFu's war dance. And that it
Yeah, I
would be
wonder
our
if
best
she's
chance
not
to
like one of the
infiltrate and free you from your prison.
one of the
Just
6
as she said,
leaders or
did
whatever.
it.
That so-called prophet lied to all of you. She just sent you here to die.
The prophecy has come true. Our warhead is right here with us.
Once the news about the prison break spreads, the Cloud Knights will close all the ports. You may think you've escaped the prison, but you're just trapped in another cage, known as the LaFu.
Let me kill this unruly, lowly beast, Lord Hule. Right now.
Oops. Dang it.
Everyone in the LaFu is distracted by the stupid war dance.
I keep skipping
so
the
this will be
dialogue.
the perfect chance to escape. Once you've returned to your territory, your revenge against the Xianzhou ships will be within reach.
Perfect chance.
Uh-oh.
To return to my weak and shattered pack at the mercy of a ridiculous false prophet. And become a mere puppet in her clutches.
He saw through some shit.
Her plan is full of flaws. The only paths she has prepared for you are escape.
I wonder if she's gonna show herself again.
Listen up. A wolf never allows itself to become prey. From now on, you'll follow my orders. Since you are so confident that the Cloud Knights will close the ports, Jiao Chou, I'm now giving you a chance to go and see it for yourself.
Wait,
Oops.
what did you just say?
But my lord!
Oh.
Would an alpha wolf ever listen to a cub, Mock Talk?
No, I've never heard anything like that. I wasn't trying to defy your will.
He's like, I done fucked up.
Always unquestioningly follow your orders.
Just a little pre-hunt entertainment. Don't you want to run away?
I mean, not with him alive.
You will come back. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to their masters, no matter how far they run away.
can't believe he actually let me go.
He just hunted us
What game is
down,
he playing?
I think.
Perhaps I can try to warn the Cloud Knights. No. Perhaps I can just escape.
Oh.
Just as I suspected.
There's a whole bunch of Borison around.
The Cloud Knights must have been aware of the situation inside the shackling prison for some time. Will General Fei Xiao personally lead a squad to capture Hule? For now, I'll do as he asked.
I wonder if he's a Borison too. The Realm Keeping Commission orderly is not accustomed to handling emergencies like this one. I understand if you thoughtless ask him for aid, you will reap severe repercussions regardless if the outcome is a success or failure. Remember, be mindful of your words and actions.
I'm sorry, but the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery is currently closed. All the officers and officials have been reassigned to assist in the war dens.
You can sense someone staring at you from not far away.
Hey, although we're short-staffed at the moment, if there's anything I can do to help, please feel free to ask me.
Probably Borison all around. Everybody who's a Foxian is suspicious. There's somebody right there. The Starskiff pilot is just an ordinary but hardworking individual who ferries people from place to place every day. Understand if you thoughtlessly ask him for aid, you will reap severe repercussions regardless if the outcome is a success or failure.
Would you like to board my star skiff?
You keenly notice that the Foxian passengers near the Starskiff pilot are looking up and down.
Well, my little star skiff can't accommodate that many. But I have a larger one that will arrive in less than 15 minutes. If needed. So, where would you like to go? We need to hurry wherever we're going. The war dance is about to start, and the Skyfaring Commission is prioritizing star skiffs heading to the Sky Splitter. Close the ports? Why would they do that?
Okay, so maybe we can talk to this other person up here. Let's see, there's 2 more people we can try though. Nothing seems out of the ordinary in the harbor. You're filled with anxiety. The Cloud Knight soldier on duty here is alone and without reinforcements. Understand if you thoughtlessly ask her for aid, you will reap severe repercussions regardless of the outcome of success or failure.
Hey there. I noticed you'd been looking at me for quite a while. Do you need my help?
Oh, look at that Foxine over there. You can sense someone staring at you from not far away.
Understood. Please come to me if you need any help.
Ooh. Wonder what kind of consequences there would be. Oh, it's a Foxian. Suspicious ferryman.
Stop asking. I'm off duty now. Go bother someone else.
You sniff a familiar scent on the Foxian pilot. What if the warhead wants to leave?
You're not one of us, but I smell a familiar scent on you.
The warhead sent me here to check on the situation.
No, not at all. Instead, the Skyfaring Commission is creating routes to prioritize star skiffs heading to the Sky Splitter. This will
They didn't want him to close. They wanted him to close the port.
The ports haven't been closed? What is going on? Stalling won't help. It's time to confront Hule and see what tricks he's up to.
I don't want to have any consequences for any of these poor people.
You're back, Jiao Cho.
You were closely watching me, weren't you? And if I sought help from anyone, your people would kill them.
I knew it.
Was that your plan, Hule?
Oh, exactly as you said. So, have the Cloud Knights closed the ports?
No.
They don't want to publicize my escape.
Something seems different about me today.
It's no surprise.
I don't know.
For fear is more deadly than claws and fangs.
I mean, probably so frustrated Wukong like decided not to let me play today, but I mean, like otherwise, I don't know. What do you mean?
What lurks here is not a group of fugitives, but rather a pack of wolves amidst the flock. My cubs are hungry, ready to feast on flesh and blood, reveling in your fear. Your calm facade will soon crumble.
Yeah, but they're the ones in disguise having to run around on the ship.
Expose your pathetic bones anytime. There's no escape from me, Jiao Cho.
No. No updated model. Just me.
Of course,
I wish I had an updated model.
You can try
if I could just
to
get
look
her
and
re-rigged, that
your
would be
wits will
fantastic.
save you. But remember, you're not the only hostage in this city.
Try anything funny.
If you try anything funny, innocent people will die because of you. Now, let's talk about the Foxian general you serve. My dog says she's here for me.
Well, thank you, Grisabella. Thank you.
Myself. Before the hunt begins, I need to know my opponent. You can refuse and play tough, or you can cooperate.
I mean, I feel like even if I tell him anything about her, like, I don't know. Uh-oh. Ow. That sounds like it would hurt, like a lot.
Good. At least you didn't try to draw attention with a scream. That way no one will die in vain.
What an arsehole. He's the right arsehole he is.
I'll tell you what you want to know about her. But I expect something in return.
I mean, he's still got those shackles on.
You're still in a position to negotiate with me.
You can torture me until I talk. Or let's save us both some time. Warhead. Here's the question that's been bothering me. How have you managed to survive and endure
That's the $1 million question.
Torture? Borison aren't supposed to live that long. Or possess such.
I mean, I do have updated panels, but that's not my models.
So, is that why the Shenjiao Yaoqing wanted to take me away? Oh, to some, I'm a hostage. But to others, I hold the secrets they desire. I still remember, in the early years of my captivity, the Foxians came and went. They extracted my blood and marrow, trying to unravel the mystery of moon rage. They wanted to conquer their fear of the Borison and free themselves from their bloodline.
That would be, like, really great. I do like his design,
the secret. So, they resorted to the most brutal punishments they could imagine. Some seek power to destroy their enemies, while others seek power to become their enemies. Which one are you, Jiao Cho? Ah, I see. You're the most pitiful of them.
The most pitiful, wow, okay.
You seek power to share it with others and do good.
Oh no, he's a goody two-shoe. How terrible.
Then let me tell you the answer you seek. In our ancient legends, Duran, the ancestor of the Borisin, was dissatisfied with his limited lifespan and power. He yearned to dominate the skies and become the master of all the stars. To achieve his goal, he sacrificed the lives of countless Borisin and Foxians, pouring them into the spring bestowed by the Master of Immortality. Through a form of genetic sorcery, the water gave
he's basically
to a miracle.
the child of that.
Duran ascended the birthing bed and obtained what he desired. A heart in the shape of a deep red full moon. Cut open his chest.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot to go through.
Crimson moon. Laugh all you want, but only I know the truth behind every word.
Is he Duran?
This moon heart beats within the body of every generation of the Borisin warhead. In the ritual that decides the new warhead.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess they fight to the literal fucking death. I guess.
And consumes the divine heart.
So they do cannibalism. Cool. Ritual cannibalism.
Devouring is the true essence of life, allowing us to endure and thrive. It gathers the life essence of all the prey we consume, making us stronger and stronger.
Ritual cannibalism, my dude, right?
I thought all hope was lost after 7 centuries of torment. But now, this heart is beating once again. All right. Now it's your turn to tell me everything about the Merlin's Claw.
Jiao Cho, I found you.
Hey. Problem is, how is he gonna let people know he found him? Mukche's got something up his sleeve.
I know I'm in no position to question your orders, but if I understand correctly, you already have intelligence about the Borisin?
Mutse gave her some stuff, I guess.
That's right. My people are busy collecting clues now. What's the situation, Wadza?
Yeah, Mutse's in there.
We completely lost contact with Jiao Cho. I picked up a signal from his Jade Abacus. It won't take long before we locate their whereabouts.
If that's the case, shouldn't we immediately go there and join forces to eliminate the Borisin? Why are we returning to Stargazer Navalia?
Looks like your general has only taught you swordplay, not the art of the hunt.
Gotta decipher where they're going next.
Among the Borisin. In the forest, the hunter may easily become the hunted. While we may call ourselves the hunters now, chasing them blindly will only make us become the prey.
Well, I mean, okay, both these questions seem really dumb. I mean, he's fucking Hula. He never died.
He's just a wolf who's been imprisoned for 7 centuries.
Yeah, lived for 7 centuries under extreme torture and no food or water.
Cloud Knights. How could he consider us his prey?
Do not underestimate the enemy. Hule is not an ordinary Borisin that can be easily killed. The advantage in numbers means nothing when we face that monster. A vicious beast who hasn't tasted blood and flesh in 7 centuries is now lurking on the streets of the Lafu right before the war dance. This is what makes the situation treacherous and unpredictable.
I love her hair. I think my favorite part about Fei Xiao is her hair.
The lives of ordinary people are just meat, ready to be devoured.
Yup, now he gets it.
Exactly. That is why we must succeed in our first strike, or the situation will spiral out of control. You've heard of this military tactic, right? When you surround your enemy, leave one side open for them to escape. A skilled hunter must be well prepared, waiting for the prey at the most advantageous
So
position.
we're cornering him. We're basically corralling him.
What would we do if we were the escapees from the shackling prison? While we can disguise ourselves and blend in with the crowd, we don't plan on staying here for long. In this case, what do we need most now?
A star skiff to get us out of the Lafu. The Borisin we discovered at Stargazer Navalia were actually preparing a vessel for their escape.
We predict their next move, and we take them down.
Yeah.
Let's start from where you found those Borisin and corner our prey.
And then we wait. We pretend that we're the Boris. Haha.
This is where we ran into the Borisin last time. And it looks the same as usual.
Because they blocked all the relevant news to make it seem as if nothing had happened. Losing contact with their accomplices preparing the star skiff will surely put them on guard. However, the more well-prepared a plan is, the longer it takes to adjust when it's disrupted. If any Borisin wants to stick to the original plan despite the risks, they'll surely come back to Stargazer Navalia to check the situation.
Are you suggesting that there are Borisin here at Stargazer Navalia?
Oh, I'm sure there are. They've probably been there for waiting.
This is an automated area. So don't you think that there are a bit too many people here today? First, look at those two Skyfaring Commission staff members. They've been observing us in secret since we arrived here.
Face out, so
then
observant.
There's a Cloud Knight soldier over there. Perhaps he's here for patrol, but each patrol team must consist of 2 members. And obviously, he is not following the rules. Lastly, there's that craftsman wearing Artisanship Commission clothing. He's unusually focused on checking that device. If you have a target in mind, let's go investigate.
I think the Cloud Knight, I mean, they're probably all Borson.
Lieutenant Yenxing and General Feixiao?
You're aware of the Borisin prison break, right?
Yeah, I've received the news, and I'll be on the alert.
Looks like you've been keeping an eye on the Sky Splitter. Have you noticed anything unusual?
No, everything is normal on the ship. Nothing out of the ordinary.
This is not a location for a Cloud Knight on guard duty, is it?
Well, this spot offers a great view. Are you here to keep an eye on the Sky Splitter?
Yes.
You've been observing the Sky Splitter for a while. Have you noticed anything?
Honestly, just watching the ship from here isn't too thrilling. I wish I could go on board and witness Lieutenant Yenxing's contest.
Well, he sounds more like a regular board than like a regular Cloud Knight soldier.
Lieutenant Yenxing, aren't you supposed to be on the Sky Splitter? Is it alright for you to be here instead?
Thank you for your concern, but I have more pressing matters to attend to.
Although we didn't question him about being alone. Question all of them.
Hey, you there! Please refrain from wandering around Stargazer Navalia if you're not... Oh, it's you, Lieutenant Yenxing. No, not at all. Actually, I'm here to address a peculiar issue.
A peculiar issue.
A peculiar issue.
Man, we said the same thing.
We've had some unscheduled star skiffs being constructed at this dock in Stargazer Navalia. Could there have been an error in the production planning for the assembly line? This is just weird. I thought all the pending star skiffs for the war dance had been scheduled already. I'm sorry, but I need to focus on my work right now. If you have any questions, we can discuss them later.
I see. Interesting. You see that, guys? You see that shit? That's what happened to you.
Don't you know that Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now?
It's definitely not.
They're just a few lost tourists.
Oh, they don't know who we are.
But Stargazer Navalia is the shipbuilding port of the Cienjo Lafu. If the Skyfaring Commission called for a lockdown, there should be official documents proving it, right?
Official documents? Of course there are. The Cloud Knights are aware that some people have...
He's too overly agitated. He needs to work on his acting skills. He sucks. They shouldn't have made him, like, part of this
So you're now
group.
investigating the Borison?
Yeah, we've received orders from the higher-ups, so we've blocked off this area to prevent any interference with our inspection. Thank you for your understanding.
Too bad he doesn't know who he's talking to.
So, it seems that some Borison have returned to Stargazer Navalia in disguise. The answer seems quite obvious.
That's my suspicion as well.
Because it's not on
Remember
lockdown.
when I mentioned that the Cloud Knights blocked all relevant news to make it seem as if nothing happened? Stargazer Navalia is not under lockdown.
But on the contrary, those staff members use Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown as an excuse to persuade us to leave. This contradicts the Cloud Knights' plans.
Exactly
Their
right.
flimsy disguise has been exposed. Even if they try to hide, there's
And then
nothing
we'll
to
take their
save
place.
us.
Wear their skins. No. Okay, maybe. Maybe. Maybe we'll wear their skins. Hey, you! Fight me!
Why are you still here? As I said, Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now.
Do you know who you're looking at?
I never issued such an order.
Who are you?
Perhaps you haven't met me on the battlefield, but I am certain you've heard my name. Now I'm asking you a question, so answer me.
Get him,
Tell
girl!
me,
Girl power.
how many more of your comrades are here? Where were you planning to meet Hule?
This woman, she's the general of the Yaoxing. What are you still
That's such like a bad idea. Like, yeah, like we question whether or not Hule could take her, but yeah, let's just attack her. Like, sorry. No.
Show no mercy.
Receive divinity.
Save it for your own skin.
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
None of them are ice. Well,
A foregone conclusion. Here, this thunder.
yeah.
You won't get away.
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Bang. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Uh-oh.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight.
Ow.
Be revealed.
I think I didn't hit all three of you. I only hit two of them. Dang it. I always do that. I never check myself.
Got a lot of nerve.
I'll see you off.
Conflict is pitiless.
Time for an overhaul.
No skill points.
Bloom.
Much obliged.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Nice.
A foregone conclusion. Here, this thunder.
I have something for you.
Hmm.
You can't kill me.
Why is that guy not disappeared, though?
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
Why is that guy still there?
Run! Tell Lord Moktok about this.
Oh, okay, I see. He was there for story purposes. He had to deliver a line still. They're like, nah, let him go. He'll come straight to me.
Why don't you kill me?
Age-old question.
Answers.
You were our war slave, so you
descendants of Duran. You want me to talk? Fine. Try whatever you want. But I assure you, you won't get anything from me. Only fangs and blood.
If I were to do that, I wouldn't be any different from you. I am the arrow that pierces the wolf's heart. I grant you a swift death.
That's exactly what I desire. Wolves that leave the pack are prepared for the fate of never returning home. But sadly, you didn't catch my partner.
I think that's the whole plan there, buddy boy.
Before you close your eyes, you should know that I allowed him to escape. Because he will lead the Cloud Knights to Hule's hideout.
Snap.
Is this how you leave one side open? You let that Borison escape so you could trap him?
Heck yeah, man.
This is the most common hunting tactic used by Borison. I know the methods of these abominations all too well. They always leave
And then they're like
after their
surprised
prey,
Pikachu face when somebody
allowing
else
them to
uses it.
flee in fear. Then they chase them like it's a game. Borison get great satisfaction from the last struggles of their victims.
Have you witnessed these things firsthand? That guy called you a war slave. What exactly have you experienced?
Well,
A lot.
just a hazy past that I can barely recollect. Long ago, I was one of them. Not all Foxians are lucky enough to be born on a Xianzhou ship. I grew up in one of the worlds where Borison roam, known as the Fallen Territories by the people of the Yaoqing. To the Wolf Masters,
She was a
Foxians
slave.
are nothing but property. Cannon fodder used to slow down the Xianzhou attacks on the battlefield.
But you survived. And not only that, you became the general of the Yaoqing. If I get the chance,
Of course he
I'd
would.
love to hear
It's
stories
just
of
like,
your
let me
past,
just talk to
General.
all the generals. I'll be
Speaking of
BFFs with all of
stories,
them.
You've reminded me that now is not the time for them. Wadza, we've sent the warning from Stargazer Navalia. What's the situation on your end?
I've found them. Zhao Cho is trying to stall Hule, and he signaled me to not reveal myself.
Trust his judgment and keep watching. We'll be right there.
I believe the warning we sent will stop Hule from attacking Stargazer Navalia. What will he do next?
A
The
lot.
hunt is not over yet. Stay safe, Zhao Cho.
All right, and we're gonna do the aptitude, the showcases and stuff. Uh-oh. One dual hour. What is...
Please.
Uh-oh.
Save me. I want to live. Doctor.
Xiao Xiao, find a medical ingenium and give that kid a shot. Hurry!
I see. How's the front line?
The Borison Beast chips have already landed on the Fenghu. It won't be long before this place is overrun as well.
What about General Yueyu? Any news from her? I'm her healer. I should stay by her side at a time like this.
She asked me to tell you that she's not coming back.
Oh, so he lost
She
the
must
last
protect
general.
the Cloud Pier telescope. General asks you to save that kid. The girl fought desperately just to bring us all back here alive. I've never seen such a brutal fighting style. Her body, it's like she was split open. Just like...
Her blood pressure is dropping. Do you hear me, Xiao Xiao?
Loud and clear. Get me some tumble dust. We've got to start the operation right now.
I guess he must have saved her in lieu of his general.
I will bring her back.
Is that why you're so determined to learn my secrets?
Oh.
Do you hear me, Jiao Cho?
I do. Loud and clear.
So she saved you all in that great battle on the Xiangzhou Fenghu 3 decades ago. But to your surprise, you discovered her Borisin bloodline while she was at death's door.
They all have Borisin bloodlines. They all came from the same ancestors.
That she was a war slave who escaped from the Eclipse Pack. Oh, what a twist of fate. Turns out, she's from the same clan as I am.
Now I understand. No wonder she displayed such astounding power, determination, and cruelty.
I guess only some Foxians are inflicted with moon rage.
Turns out it's all because of her Borisin bloodline. Mutt. Despicable Mutt.
He thinks that's incredibly funny. I mean,
bloodline to destroy the Borisin.
I get maybe Foxians and Borisin can interbreed though.
For wolves, and a curse for foxes. For Borisin to have their bodies torn apart by moon rage and transform into a beast is the ultimate joy. But
I see. That's why there's not a lot of Foxians with moon rage. Plus because of their Borisin mixed blood that she's able to not survive the moon rage.
Heart, that Foxian general will eventually lose her sanity and indulge in endless bloodshed. The scars on her body will not be caused by enemy weapons, but by the immense power she can't withstand.
I guess she knows she probably has like a weakened lifespan, maybe.
And die as a monster. And in return for saving her life, you intend to give everything to solve this impossible puzzle.
Hule. Do you know the saddest thing about being a healer?
He probably doesn't know anything sad.
All this time, I've devoted my life to bringing back those who sacrificed their lives to monsters like
This guy do not give a shit about anything but his bloodline.
I exhausted myself, and my hands trembled. But I believed everything I did was meaningful. But once again, they rushed into battle. And then I heard of their deaths. They died under your claws, in your jaws, amidst the flames of crashing star skiffs, and under the Lux arrow of rainbow. Like a useless idiot, I saved a fish named Life out of the cauldron called Death.
But I suppose it's what people do to protect others, so.
Dive back into the boiling broth. So I asked myself, why were they so eager to run toward their death after they had recovered from
Probably
their wounds?
because they all have people who are that they care
wouldn't
about that they
devalue
can't
their
can't defend themselves.
All the doubts left me feeling lost.
I can smell your desperation. All the way down to your bone marrow.
I mean,
Eventually, I realized
he better not
that
underestimate
their
that desperation, though.
held value. They placed the weight of their sacrifice on the living, granting us strength. With a coin forged by their deaths, they exchanged something more in return. Everything I'm doing now, Following you so closely is just for one reason. Witnessing your death with my own 2 eyes. Even your death has value. It will pave the way for a peaceful war dance and a fully cured Feishao.
Yeah, that's the goal.
The thoughts in your pathetic head are hardly surprising.
This guy is like vastly underestimates stuff.
Yes, I did. As Borisin, we understand the value of death more than anyone. And as a healer who has witnessed so much death, you won't be swayed by fear.
Can't.
What a shame, what a
Can't
shame.
make
Your
him.
story actually
Oh
sparked
God.
a trace of respect for you in
Can't
my
make him
heart.
be afraid.
Can you even feel respect with your corrupted heart?
Of course. Because I caught a whiff of my own kind in you. Unfortunately,
Well, I mean, I guess all of them have.
the end,
Maybe all of them have a little bit of Boris.
still
Well, they would
just
have
a
to, though.
weak
It's they share a common ancestor.
as the wolf's creed goes, gift the wolf a dead end where new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal
Wow,
prize.
it's poetry. Boris and
That's
poetry.
why I'm keeping you alive for now. I want to show you how Borisin truly respect
okay.
their enemies. We will consume your flesh and blood, nourishing our own.
They're like, we will give you the ultimate respect. We will.
Clearing a path for our hunt.
That's funny. Yeah, we'll eat you. That's the best,
Witness a
most
new
respectful thing we can do.
A future that belongs to me.
My lord, we received a message. Our arrangement at Stargazer Navalia has been discovered. We must act quickly.
Dun dun dun.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Moktok, what's that noise?
It's the Sky Splitter. The ship that the Wardens will be held on is about to set off. The Skyfaring Commission will clear the air routes. And if our star skiffs try to escape, we'll be spotted.
Dun dun dun.
Calm down, Moktok.
Borisin dignity. I like it.
Hiding and fearful. Where is your Borisin dignity?
As I said, I'd sacrifice my dignity for your return. As long as you can come back to the Borisin packs, there's still
It's like you
hope.
can't come back to the pack if you're on this damn ship.
Hope? The Borisin have forgotten the wolf's creed. Weak creatures put their hope in the strong, but the strong fight their way out.
Ooh. He ready to fight, though.
Back instead of choosing a new master only proves the decline of our pack. And as for the prophet who manipulated you into
I guess to be fair, nobody could kill him and eat his heart to be new war leaders, so.
Moktok, let me tell you how the Borisin will rise to power. We won't hide like rats in the streets of the Xiangzhou. We will be ravenous wolves, walking amongst a herd of lambs, with our fangs bared.
But Great Warhead, our packs are not here. We can't go to war like this.
Our packs are not here. Wherever I go, everyone is the pack.
Uh-oh.
Don't come any closer. No.
Oh, he's eating people. Oh, wait a minute. If he bites Foxians, do they turn into, like, Borisin?
We're the apex predators at the top of the hierarchy. As wolves, we create fear. We don't become servants to it. If you're blind to the path, I will be the crimson moon that lights the way for you.
Or maybe he just turned him, because that guy wasn't a fox.
Share my crimson blood with our brethren. Use it to infect those Foxians and strike fear into their hearts. Now, you devious monkey.
He knew Moxie was there the whole time.
And face me.
Chow Chow.
Run.
He knew Moza was there all along.
No, he can't run, and neither can you. You've come at the right
He's
time.
using the same tactic on her.
Tell your general. Tell her that I will unleash a massacre here, drowning the Xianzhou La Fu in blood. From this moment
He's like,
on,
it's time to go to war.
Wolves bearing my blood will hunt on every street, feasting on the followers of that devilish archer. Follow me, my cubs. We shall stride among the prey.
Nice.
Give the wolf a dead end when new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies.
Man, that whole poem all of a sudden just reminds me of cats. I know we're talking about wolves here, but this is like a totally a cat thing.
Embrace their eternal prize. Do you hear that? The rumble of the cannons.
Oh god, now he's getting real excited.
Brings back all the memories of past battles within me. My return will bring back the Wolf's Creed. In my own way, I shall save our weakened pack and restore it to its former glory.
They amped up now. Oh, look, it's little March 7's POV. Oh god, we're on the Sky Splitter now.
The Sky Splitter's gun salute is really loud. So this is what the war dance is actually like? I feel like my eardrums are going to burst.
Well, how could they expect to attract people to come and watch if they didn't make a huge spectacle? March, you haven't forgotten what you came to do, have you?
Distraction.
That was the mission my grandfather entrusted to me. You just relax and keep guard over the ring.
I got it wrong, though.
As the
Of
saying
course
goes,
not.
The disciple takes the toil of their master. Remember, you are here under the identity of a lawful swordmaster, taking the place of your no-good master Yenqing as the ringmaster.
Yeah, he's skipping out on it.
But what am I supposed to do if my opponent for this round is super talented and just wipes the floor with me in seconds? I'm still a beginner in swordplay. I don't know where I got the confidence when I agreed to help General Huayan.
She's March 7th, girl.
There's no need to worry about that. If you are defeated, then your opponent shall have to answer to me. Although, if that happens, the honor and the glory of the Xianzhou Luofu shall all be taken by the Juming.
Master Yun Li, please, I'm about to compete. Can you say something that
Poor
will
March 7th. We'll give you a boba tea afterward.
Think about the great storms that you, nameless of the Express, have weathered along your many journeys. There's no doubt that you have faced far more terrifying enemies than your opponents here today, right? Don't you feel a lot more relaxed looking at it that way?
Well, she's not gonna let us drop out.
of swordplay over these few days. It's time for me to get in the ring and prove myself. Let's go.
Yeah, we spent a long time.
Master Yun Li, I don't think I'm completely ready.
Alright. Completely ready. It's time for us to,
No such thing as completely ready.
it's time for us to warp. Let's see. Let's see, will we get the general today? Interesting. So there are 4 banners today, and all 3 of these are ones that I don't have. All three of these, I do not have them. Wow, okay, but we are after, Fei Xiao. We're gonna spend all the money on her. Buy these 2. 31, let's go. Alright. Warp 10, we got enough for like 3 whole temples. Okay, nothing this time. Probably get it on number 31. Oh, we gonna get Mutse? Is that new? I don't know if he's... I think he is there. Oh, we got Asta. Because we got her so many times, we get an extra pull. Yes! 5-star! Let's go! Fei Xiao! Let's go! Please be Fei Xiao, not a fucking light cone again. As long as it's not a light pull. It did that to me last time. Come on, Fei Xiao. It's gonna be like the last one. Oh, I got Luca. Who's it? Yes! Yeah! Nice. Sweet. We got her. Woo! You know what that means? Okay. Do we try to get Robin, Black Swan, or Kafka? Robin, Black Swan, or Kafka? Robin? I think I agree with that. Let's go. We definitely will not get another one. But, you know, nice to think about that. Their singing mechanic is very cool. That is true. I got Luca again. Gonna end up having all his Eidolons too. Alright, we got 3 more pulls. Let's see what we get. That's pretty cool they're doing like 4 banners. And none of these characters I have. So, I mean, like, I've got the next couple of weeks to earn totem, I guess. And by earn totem, I mean get special tickets. Alright, we are out of stuff. Let's go check out our new baby girl. Oh, wait a minute. There she is. put in these eidolons here.
Nice. Let's go.
We're only 2 more away from him being a free pull. Whoa, look at her. Nice.
Keep running forward, for this path has no end.
They're just gonna level her up just a little bit. Pretty foxy lady. Gonna give her a kiss. Already can't send her. Okay. Alright. Let's pick out our light count. Let's see. Well, apparently I don't have a whole lot left, so I don't know. I guess we need to look at what's better. That's pretty cool. Well, anyway, it's time for me to hop off here. I will see you guys all on Sunday for Art of Belinda Sunday. I'm not sure what we're doing, but we might work on some like cute little dragon stickers, you know? I already got some Honkai Star Rail stickers. I need some other like original art stickers. Wee-hoo. But I'll see you guys on Sunday. Good night. Have a good start of your weekend.